The following video may contain sensitive topics. The views and opinions of the presenter to these are plainly his own. Furthermore, any and all views and opinions of the presenter do not in any way reflect the views, opinions, statements, and advocacies of his personal contacts, his family, his affiliations, and his profession. While the presenter makes a commitment that all content is original, he is obliged to cite references or acknowledge resources mentioned or used in the production of this video. This disclaimer is also written in the description below.
Hi guys, Ian here. This is gonna be the very first presenter's notes. Actually, yung una talaga, parang experiment lang talaga siya kasi parang presenter's note ko yun para dun sa salty reactions. Pero ito talaga yung purpose-built talaga na presenter's note kasi as you all know, I've been doing the script method for all of my videos at hindi lahat ng naitatackle ko magagawa ko sa isang salty reaction or real talk or insight or even a review. So pinagsama-sama ko siya sa isang parang tidbits show or tidbits video na papahapayawan lang natin to kasi ito yung mga bagay na importante din pero I haven't have the strength or at least the time to tackle them in full. So first off, two-set violin. Actually, if you all know, dapat sana meron na akong pangalawang YouTube channel. For some reason, siguro in-auto-delete ng YouTube yun. I'm not sure how or why they do that. But, it's so unfortunate. Buti na save ko pa yung parang real talk statement ko tungkol sa shutdown ng ABSCBN. I re-uploaded it here on this channel. So, all's well that ends well. But on the original salty reaction for that, lalagay ko sana yung sa two-set violin. When they actually roasted, or sabihin natin made a parody of recorder players. A lot of recorder players have taken offense and went up in arms and did some reply videos or reaction videos or roasting videos for Brett and Eddie. And sila mismo nag-upload din ng video, I think this was a few days ago, na parang inaamin din nila the roasters have been roasted, the tables have been turned. So ilalagay ko na lang dyan sa baba yung yung reaction nila sa sarili nila at saka dun sa dalawang video ng mga recorder players na nag-roast sa kanila, si Lucy Horsch at si Sarah Jeffrey. So I'll link all of the related videos on the description below. Number 2, yung sa shutdown ng ABS-CBN, two very important updates here. Number 1, yung sa Laban Ka Pamilya. If you haven't watched the latest Real Talk video that I have na Stasian, tungkol yan kay Mark Anthony Andaya, the peculiar and curious case of a kapamilya employee who somehow sees the logic of the shutdown and all that, and basically parang hindi mas dinedepensahan niya yung mga nagpa-shutdown nun or sa NTC and all that, but he really wants to get this all settled and all that. So katulad sa sinabi ko sa Real Talk, marami sa mga actors, employees ng DOS at yung mga supporters nila, para nag-Attack on Titan salute sila yung ganito, And for some reason, meron ding mga nagme-meme na parang uh, ginawa nila ng ng meme music video yung shutdown video na yon. I mean yung Kapamilya shutdown, and binase nila dun sa season 2 theme, opening theme ng ng Attack on Titan. Lalagay ko lang sa baba yung video. Alam ko meron sa YouTube nun. It's just to it, it's cringy at one point and it's stirring at another. So parang okay, that's a bit strange. And just today, in this video, they have, the lower house of Congress has approved or passed a bill um, providing ABS-CBN a provisional franchise from the day it is signed into a law, and up until the 31st of October. So I'm not sure why have they done that piecemeal, pero somehow parang nakinig din sila sa clamor ng taong bayan na ibalik niyo sa era ang ABS-CBN and all that, and let them do the discussion or the lobbying of the bill that would provide them an extension of their franchise or the renewal of their franchise. So I guess it's gonna be a great deal of paperwork, and I really hope that the Philippine Congress would make this one of the priorities, kasi I don't really want their entertainment content rather, but as I said, napakasikip na ng YouTube. I do not want the Kapamilya Network to be relegated into a T-series kind of YouTube channel or something. So I hope the Philippine Congress would do everything to put them back on their designated on their designated TV and radio frequencies. Now we also have the pagbalik Provincial Scheme. I'm really happy that this thing comes out, and I really hope that it's gonna be more than just words and more than just plain talk or just empty talk. Kasi whether we like it or not, a lot of people, marami ng tao sa Maynila and the provinces are just that provinces. Parang hindi siya na-develop eh. Now, of course, there has to be a balance between development and preservation of the countryside. Ito kasing Maynila, sobrang crowded na din talaga eh. So I really am open, or I'm really open on that kind of matter, kasi talagang talagang magiging beneficial siya kung maganda ang implementation, and at the same time ma-showcase din ng countryside yung pwede nilang gawin, na somehow they can be independent of the imperialist from the imperialist hold of Manila, na hindi na kailangang magtrabaho ng mga tao sa Maynila tapos uuwi sila ng probinsya for the weekends and then babalik sila sa Maynila for work. Parang yun kasi nagiging scheme ngayon eh. And karamihan kasi sa mga nagtatrabaho sa Maynila, taga-probinsya. And nangungupahan sila or nakikitira sa mga kamag-anak nila dito. And it's really a bit of a drag for everyone. So I hope that would that would be implemented very well. Yun lang ang masasabi ko about that. Now, we have two obituaries from the time that I had the first presenter's notes, as well as the from there until now. Peke Galiaga, the director of Oro Plata Mata and Magic Temple, has died of pneumonia, as well as Sonny Parsons, the one of the members of the 70s or 80s OPM group Hagibis. Yeah, the guys behind Katawan, Nanggigigil, and all those palibhasa lalaki type theme songs and all that shit. And Sonny Parsons died out of heat exhaustion, and he's a bike enthusiast. I think yun yata yung kinamatay niya. So may they both rest in peace, and I send my condolences to their respective families. Now, nagkaroon din ng lindol noong linggo, 10th of May, Mother's Day. It's around 3:18 in the morning dito sa Maynila. And then another one in Davao this week. So, kailangan ko rin i-tackle dan. And then there is also a near-miss asteroid that somehow passed through the Earth. It's orbiting the Sun, pero napakalapit niya sa Earth para it's not really a threat, but hundreds of thousands of kilometers away from the Earth is very near if you're going to compare it to the size of the universe. So go figure, anything can happen, and good thing it's just a near miss asteroid, nothing to be alarmed of. And yeah, I hope that I should have seen that passing through the Earth, pero that doesn't matter. Now, balik tayo sa ABS-CBN franchise. I think dun sa naging statement ni Coco Martin na nilagay ko sa isang salty reactions. Tapos pinabay ko na si Kim Chu. Marami na rin nagsasabi sa kanila na parang meron ding other side itong mga taong to, and I'm not sure if these accusations are true, pero may isang cameraman dating cameraman sa ABS-CBN na inexpose si Coco Martin dun sa mga kaipokritohan niya and all that shit. And also a lot of the yes to shut down crowd also have indicated that the owner of ABS-CBN, Henny Lopez, shouldn't have owned it because he is a naturalized American citizen. So that's a legal thing, and I'll let the powers that be discuss that on the proper platforms. Also, during this quarantine, I have watched a TV series. It's already archived. It ran from 2013, I think, up to 2018, around 4 to 5 years. The name of that TV series is The Last Ship, and basically the plot is about an Arleigh class destroyer, basically an Aegis capable warship of the United States, similar to the Mendez Nunez, the Spanish Aegis frigate that visited the Philippines last year. Basically yung yung plot nun merong scientist na nakasakay dun or parte ng ship's company nung warship na yon na naka-deploy sa Arctic, And then uh, these guys these guys were not aware that there has been a global pandemic uh, on their duty out there. So somehow they have managed to come back to their home port, and they found that the United States, basically kasi it's an American warship, so it's America. So basically, the America that they left before that mission is very different from the America that they've uh, arrived to right now. And dun naka-angkla yung yung mismong series eh. So after the I think the first 3 seasons is more on uh, the flu, the distribution of the cure uh, or the vaccine, or both, and then the aftermath of the destruction of the social structure around the world, plus a war with not really a war, but a scuffle with China about uh, the distribution of that pandemic. And then season 4, uh, that pandemic became a famine kasi nagkaroon siya ng mutation sa mga halaman. And then the main character went back to service because some Greeks are off their asses and all that. And then the final season, because of the plague and because of the pandemic and because of the famine, Latin Americans have been revolting against their northern neighbors, and they wanted a united Latin America, and they wanted to invade the United States. They did cripple the newly furbished United States fleet, and then medyo meh yung finale, yung very last episode. But somehow, because it's a Michael Bay production, it has explosions everywhere. So what can you expect? So well, yeah. So well, it's very sabihin nating napaka-relevant siya sa gantong klaseng panahon, and it's very timely to watch that kind of film series. It's not really as good as the ones that you might be watching, mga kababayan. I myself rate it around 7 or 6 out of 10 for story plot and all that shit. But needless to say, the fact that I've been interested in it, it's because it's very, very relevant. Yun lang. Dun sa real talk ko, dun sa yung latest real talk ko, nilagay ko sa huli na nagkaroon ng platform ang China, Red China, sa Philippine Broadcasting Service, and they have this show called Wow China. I mean, it's a no-brainer for any Filipino that this is treason. This is treachery at high noon. So, mga kababayan, urge those bastards to cut the crap off, cut the crap out of the air, and be all Filipino. Yun lang. Also, Bishop Broderick Pabilio of Manila appeals to the national government to at least have masses be opened back to the public, kasi puro private mass na lang ngayon and all that. And they are willing to make guidelines for how the public should attend mass. So I really hope that would develop into something. Also, we also have an Eraserheads musical that went free for a few days. Sayang hindi ko siya napanood. I'm not sure kung pwede ko pang panoorin. Yung Ang Huling El Bimbo, the musical. It has some kind of a message, but ewan ko kung i-review ko siya or I'll just watch it for nostalgia's sake dahil nga medyo alam ko rin ang iba sa mga kanta ng E-Heads. Although hindi ko masyadong naabutan kasi late 90s kid, so talagang early 90s kid, tapos namulat na ako late 90s to 2000s. Tapos kumbaga ang unang cognitive recall ko talaga is 9/11, so hindi ako sure kung mapapanood ko pa siya. So ayun. And finally, ito talaga, this is also the reason kung bakit ginawa ko siya on a Wednesday instead of a Saturday, itong presenter's note. A police general has thrown a birthday party during the time of quarantine. Hindi ko napapangalanan, you know who he is, you know what really happened. And I said in my previous Riddle talk about Imelda Papin and the two alleged allegations of police brutality, that of Winston Ragos and that of a Spaniard who resisted arrest. Sa totoo lang, ayoko seryosohin itong topic na to, and ayoko ring i-endorse yung kanta ng NWA na Fuck the Police kasi for obvious reasons. I mean, sure, a lot of these cops are lalo na sa upper management or yung mga officers, talagang medyo snotty and all that, especially the top brass. Pero may mga matitino talaga mga police. I can assure you that. It's just that syempre the fault of one is the fault of all. So pack one, pack all. So technically hindi mo rin maiiwasan na parang i-joke ng mga taong katulad ko yung kanta ng NWA na Fuck the Police. And I might as well call this episode straight out of Mañanita kasi yun yung naging termino or term na ginamit ng mga pulis na to dun sa parang excuse nila dun sa birthday party. So okay, that's a take life situation mga kababayan, and it's just plain stupid. Ako na nagsasabi, it's just plain stupid. Kahit sinong pulis siguro na matino parang magtatanong bakit ginawa yan ni General, bakit nagawa pa nilang mag birthday party tapos tayo naka-deploy and all that. I mean no disrespect to everyone, especially the police force, but these things, it's absolutely unacceptable even for someone like me who doesn't want to be involved with politics and all that shit. I mean, grabe. So I guess if there's a news item about him, just pop out NWA's song Fuck the Police, either on YouTube, on Spotify, kung meron kayong tape ng NWA or yung CD nila or yung MP3 file nila, patugtugin nyo na lang para siguro kayo, I don't know how can I say this, para kayo, ma-entertain kayo. Yun. So, I guess that's what I would like to say right now. And really, it's just a bit of a stretch for a presenter's note. Baka gawin ko na lang siyang twice a week para hindi ganto ka hindi ganto ka haba. Needless to say, baka gawin ko 3 times a week or parang gawin ko siyang filler between the major videos or major shows that I have para naman number 1, meron akong video content, and number 2, para may may matakal ko lahat ng mga nangyari ngayon. So, hanggang dito lang muna ako, and I guess you have to check out soon. I'm gonna release a real talk video about 2 people who are very much narcissistic. So, yun lang masasabi ko sa ngayon. It might be a bit controversial, but I have to do this for the sake of the morality of this nation. So, yun lang. And with all that said, this is Ian reminding you that at all times be the salt of the earth and the light of the world. Until then, stay at home. Malapit nang matapos ang quarantine. It's gonna be modified quarantine nevertheless, but please do what you can to not contact the plague or the virus. And I hope to see you next time. Bye, guys.